Christopher John Francis Boone. I don't like talking to strangers because I don't know them, and also because of stranger danger. But I like police. This is a contradicting thing for me, so I thought that I would express myself in this video, because I don't like talking to strangers. Siobhan told me that I should express myself to you as the investigation has had an effect on me, and I should tell you what I have found. Siobhan says that if I tell you through a video, that it will be more likely to get the information out that I want to tell you, but still be able to talk to a stranger. I saw 5 red cars today on the way to school, which meant that it was a super good day. So I thought that something good was going to happen today, so I decided to make this video. It seems as though you haven't been bothered to come up with a conclusion to the investigation. If you don't know what I'm referring to, it's the investigation in Wellington, the dog that was murdered on 41 Randolph Street, Swindon. I like policemen, so I am going to give you the benefit of the doubt, which means not judging you without having all the facts. I have conducted my own investigation of how Wellington died. I started by examining the body. He was stabbed in the heart with a pitchfork. I went to Mrs. Shears and told her I didn't kill the dog, but she didn't care at the time. I walked out the gate until she stopped looking, and then I walked into her backyard. I know this can be considered as trespassing, but I thought I had probable cause. There was a pitchfork that looked exactly the same as the one that had killed Wellington. She came outside though and got very angry, so I left. I decided to talk to people to ask in my street if they had seen anything. No one was any help. I made a chain of events and decided that Mr. Shears was my prime suspect, because he would kill Wellington because he wanted to make Mrs. Shears upset. But then Father found out about my detective work. He got very angry and said that Mr. Shears was evil. I didn't understand this. He told me to stop poking around in other people's business. I had 2 black days in a row, so I thought that the book was finished. But 5 days later was a super good day, so I decided to go to the shops. I saw Mrs. Alexander there, but because it was a super good day, I decided that I would try and extract some information out of her without disobeying my father's word. Mrs. Alexander told me that Father did not like Mr. Shears because he was spending too much time with Mother. I thought that he killed Mother, but Mrs. Alexander said that she didn't know Mother was dead, and that she didn't think Mr. Shears killed Mother. I got scared because I realised that I was in a park with a stranger, so I went home. When I got home, Father asked me what I had been doing, and I told him that I went to the shops. This is a white lie, which means that I can tell the truth, but not all of it. A few days later, Father saw my book and yelled at me and grabbed me. I don't like people touching me, so I hit him. He got my book and threw it out in the dustbin. On Monday, I got home and found Father not home, so I decided to look for my book. I looked in the bin and all over the house. I went into Father's room and saw a shirt box in the cupboard. I opened it and saw my book. I heard Father come in, so I decided to leave my book there. But as I was putting the book back, I saw some letters addressed to me from Mother. That story is another mystery that I won't waste your time hearing. Later on in the week, I went back into Father's room and read the letters. I felt sick and threw up all over the bed. Father came home and saw me with the letters and book on his bed. He swore a bit and then started saying sorry. I was just lying there. Father cleaned me up, and then later that night he told me something. He said I killed Wellington. I believe that is a confession and that you should arrest him. I've gone to live with my mother now because I could not live with him anymore because he killed Wellington. He could kill me or someone else. I believe this has been of help to you. If you have any further questions, please don't ask them because I don't like talking to strangers, as I told you earlier. I'm not very good at goodbyes,